Hear me out.
I hear you out about what?
Welcome to an Extra Pixel. Strap yourselves in for 30 minutes or 45 minutes of unrivaled audio entertainment featuring HL347,
Oh.
Penlid Mafioso,
I can't hold a straight face.
and Pixel Power Gaming. Queen
Who's
died.
that?
It's me. Welcome to another episode of an Extra Pixel. This is episode 15, I believe, because me and Harvey recorded one. That'll probably get uploaded then.
I can't wait to see that.
It's so bad.
Oh,
He just tells me about his day. Like, I literally asked him if there's any funny funny stories from his work
There
experience.
was.
And then
Well-
he said, I'll save it for the podcast. So I was like really hyped for it. Then he was like, yeah, I had to with Ben.
Whenever you tell me, oh yeah, I'm going to save a story for the podcast, I'm like, so it's just going to be a story then?
Yeah. But we have I don't know if it's technically an announcement or just kind of, you know.
I swear we announced it already, but...
The podcast, this podcast that you're watching right now, or listening to, maybe you're listening to it. If you're in college right now, maybe put some earphones in so you won't have to talk about what we was talking about.
Who has
Queen
YouTube
dying.
Premium?
I don't know. I don't.
I don't.
Did I?
Harvey,
Did-
do you have YouTube Premium?
I don't even know if I said a fact for like the intro thing. I think none of us said a fact. He said hello. You kept a straight face when you
I
tried to.
tried.
And I don't even know what I said. But the podcast that you're watching right now is moving over to our group channel called Showerless. There'll be a link in the description so you can subscribe to that. So if you like just us three together, and if you like the podcast, then go check that out. Recording gaming, we've got some IRL stuff coming out, and we've got the podcast. And we'll probably record more Two Truths and a Live video for that because I feel like it just kind of makes sense, you know. And we recorded one where it was Who Knows Josh Best, and I hope we'll do that with, you two as the host. Who knows Harvey best and who knows Mark's best.
Oh god.
Harvey, you haven't told me anything about you. I know nothing.
So yeah.
How do you spend your weekends? Watching Formula One, doing something Formula One related.
I mean, when we did the True Truths and a Live thing, one of his truths were I like pizza when he's ate pizza at my house.
Oh yeah.
I remember we
So
were on there,
bad.
like we were like back in primary school. We were just like on the carpet as somebody was reading a story. Did you have to do that in your
Yeah.
primary school? You
Yeah,
had
well,
to, like,
it wasn't primary, it was my lower school, which
oh.
was the same
I remember like they were doing something while we were on the carpet, like we were just like watching something.
Oh, dude.
And then we were in primary school.
thing. Oh, my favourite.
Yes, makes it better.
Hear me out.
He knew that one. He just doesn't care. And they the teacher told off another Josh. I thought she was talking to me. So I thought she was telling me off. I cried. I was just like, wait, she told me off. And then they were just like, no, we're not telling you off, you stupid idiot. Like,
He just beat the shit out of you.
and if you hear Wii music, we've just finished playing Wii Sports.
Yeah.
I kicked Harvey off it because he wanted to do bowling and he tanked at tennis.
Yeah, he
was like-
sucked at tennis.
It was like,
So yeah, it's been a while since we filmed a podcast. It feels like.
yeah.
So the Queen died. That's pretty cool. Well, it's not cool.
Yeah, it's
like
very cool.
Yeah.
Don't let the
and maybe
king,
by the
but,
time
like,
this comes out, the king might have died.
I hope so. No, he will, trust me.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Tomorrow, when do they know?
Place a prediction on when you think the king's gonna die. This is
March
really
14th, 2024,
Oh, if I was gonna say like in 2025.
8:12 p.m.
I'm gonna.
I don't like how specific you're getting.
I'm gonna say the 6th of November, 2023 at 5:49 p.m.
Like that's your birthday.
No, it's not.
It's like-
That's a joke.
He's like, yes, I'm gonna celebrate my birthday
Let's
the
go.
good way.
Yeah, that's what he's having for his cake.
Yeah, his
The
body.
king.
Yeah, he's eating the king's cake.
Let's go.
Anyway, so I've got a cool story. Unless you
Oh,
have a
no,
story that
sure,
might
you
be
know
Not
better than
another
mine.
story.
So I have one from today that happened literally this morning. It was from Lidl. Or I have one from college, which was the Shakira
Wait,
thing.
went to a
Go
shop
shop today.
Wait, you went to a
The one,
shop.
the one from today, and then I'll save the.
And then you shit.
I was gonna say I'll
Wait, you went to
shave.
a shop this morning.
Yeah. So I will save the Shakira story for in the middle of the podcast.
Before you say that, do you know you're just wearing advertisements?
What do you mean?
Has it occurred to you that all you're wearing is advertisements?
I don't know what you mean.
Red Bull, Oracle.
You might as well just wear a shirt that has like the entire Red Shadow Legends script on it.
Yeah.
Like, this video is sponsored.
He's like, what do you mean I'm wearing advertisements?
Hey, this video is sponsored by Red Bull
No, it's
Racing.
not. No, it's not. No,
It's
it's not.
not, it's not, it's not.
Sponsor us. I can't. If I would have. Okay, now this is not my story, but I think like sponsor segments that are actually like fun to watch are like just a very good idea. Like with Mr. Beast, he kind of just like he kind of like talks about the sponsor, but he's also like the challenge is also going on.
He
And
rented an entire
Could you not talk about
cruise
this
ship.
That was like $1 billion or something, was it?
It
not?
cost $1 million to make it, I believe, but he
It was-
rented it out for a day.
Yeah, it was $1 billion because it was like 300 million and then $1 billion. Then you got Tom Brady and Pete Davidson.
It was $1 billion to make. He didn't rent it for $1 billion.
Oh, yeah,
the
but-
ship was at
yeah.
300.
Like I just like I just think having sponsor segments that are like fun to watch are just the best idea,
Instead of a shirt.
Yeah. What if a
You'd be
sponsor-
banned off Twitch for that. I'm
What
just
if
saying.
what if a sponsor segment in like the future
At
is
least you
just
stream
like
on Twitch.
the YouTuber just like goes up to the camera, just holds their shirt, and then it's just like the script on the shirt.
What if they just go up to the camera and strangle you?
It's just like this video is sponsored by Young Mum.
Or, they could do it like how they do in movies, like subtly drink Coke,
Yeah, I've seen those that are in like music videos, and I remember one of them. The intro was just like, I'm gonna call my mum on my iPhone 7S now or something, and it's just like, can you be a bit more like subtle about it, But yeah, the Lidl story. That's the one you wanted to hear first,
Yeah.
right? Okay, so I went to Lidl this morning mainly because we were bored. We just kind of always do that.
But you go to a shop when you're bored.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and my dad did that.
Ooh.
And so we went.
You're
Shut up.
uncomfortable, man.
So we went to Lidl, and we were like about to go to the till, and my dad was like, "We should probably get a drink because it's really warm outside." And so I ran into the drink section, and he'd already like paid. So I was just like, "Okay, well I'll just go to the till, and then he'll meet me at the end, and then he'll pay." So I went to this one till. It was like number 5 or something. And then there was like those things where it's like a thing where it's like, yeah, this is the next person, please. One of
I'm listening.
one of those had like, sorry, this till's now closed or something on.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, the till's closed. I went to another one, like number 4, and then I was like, put my things on there, and then the woman at the till was like, sorry, this one's closed. Go to number 5. The one I was just on that had the thing that said it was closed. So I went there and I paid. So that kind of sucked. And then we walked out. My dad dropped his Coke. Coca-Cola, by the way. And obviously, if you drop Coke, it's going to fizz up. My dad didn't, think of this. So he goes in the car, and he opens his Coke. It just explodes everywhere. In the car. It didn't get on me. It might, the only thing that got a bit sticky was the chair and my dad.
That's
not
good. I'm
me.
clipping that.
And that-
I'm clipping that.
Okay.
Uh,
Clip it, man.
High out of context, Pixel Gaming number 2, which is coming soon, by the way.
It's what?
So yeah, that kind of sucked. But yeah,
That is it.
Cool
you
little
burst
story.
Coke in your car.
yeah.
Wow, very good story.
That's it's very cool. Very
It was
cool.
better than yours on the.
I shot a Dr. Pepper to death.
What?
I thought you were gonna say I shot a dog, so I'm glad you said Dr Pepper.
I would never shoot a dog, Patch.
You're not. I would never shoot a dog, but Patch, you're next. Well, first. You're
Yeah,
first.
first.
Yeah, first. Right.
So have you been getting into any new games recently?
Oof. So I.
Well, not new, but
just
new
like
to you.
you're basically just saying what games do you play?
Yeah. What
That's
games
what.
are you playing?
Well, I beat Xenoblade, so I'm kind of just doing all like the kind of just side stuff, which is weird because I never do that with games. I think I just loved Xenoblade that much. And there was also like side stories that introduce new characters that are like you can have on your party. So I just kind of wanted to do that. And yeah, so I beat Xenoblade. Great game, favorite game of all time. I don't. Okay, so you know how I said that Taion was my least favorite? I don't know why. Like that's like the orange dude that I said was like kind of smart, and that was his whole
Yeah.
character. He weirdly enough, I think he bumped up to be like one of my favorite characters. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Well, I know why. We're recording a podcast, by the way. Cool. It was just like in like the fight cutscenes, he was just really cool. Like your dad reveal? Dad reveal coming soon. Coming soon.
What?
So yeah, he was just really cool. And I think I mentioned Senna, who was like.
Ayrton Senna, F1 driver.
Shut up.
Well, I mentioned Senna, who was like another
Signal
like
me.
female character. Who like the female characters were like my favorite part of the game personally. Just because I felt like they were all like just the best ones. I didn't like Senna, which I feel like is an unpopular opinion. She just felt like it just felt like the other characters were hanging out with her because they felt bad for her, like Harvey. And she also just
I
kind of
like Harvey.
and she also just kind of
He's a
felt like a
good character.
Make-A-Wish kid.
He's not. No, he is a Make-A-Wish kid. Have you seen his arm?
Like, you know, she just like was excited to be there, but
Look
it
at
just
this
kind of
arm.
got a bit annoying.
Yeah.
And yeah, but Mia was great. I like Mia. She was hot.
Well, obviously, I've been playing DMC.
Yeah,
Devil May Cry, not DMC. That's a different game.
yeah.
Well, it's also Devil May Cry, but
Which-
it's
Which one was the one that like had a new look for Dante and was like?
DMC.
No, it was like I think it was like Devil May Cry 5, I believe.
DMC Devil May Cry 1.
What?
It's the remake.
Oh,
Not
that's
remake,
like
a
calling it-
reboot. DMC Devil May Cry.
That's like calling a game like SMB Super Mario Bros.
Yeah, yeah. They rebooted the series.
And it was just like a really like cringy, like you just said really cringy lines, and he like the story wasn't good or something. I just heard that.
Dante is a cringy character, but it's on purpose. Like
Yeah.
in the original, in that it was just cringy because they were trying too hard.
Yeah,
They changed all the looks up,
yeah.
so they looked like they were all British.
Oh,
And to be fair, I think the first place is set in. No, it's not. That's DMC 5, which is set in London. The first bit. Yeah, I bought every single one because they're all on sale except for that one.
no. Like I feel like humor in video games, it's either like really good for the game or really bad. Because if you don't find something funny, you'll probably just find it cringy. You know, and I feel like humor's really subjective. So I feel like, why did you look at Harvey?
I wonder what else.
So it's just like I feel like putting humor in the game. It's either like a really good thing to do, but like you know it can go very bad. You know.
Oh, you're just laying down.
For Dylan that doesn't want to come on the podcast, have I changed your mind?
It's like we can have a nap right now.
Yeah, you can just sleep on the podcast.
I think DMC's best thing is their gameplay, obviously. Like,
Yeah.
was yours gameplay? Was it story?
Xenoblade was definitely story. I just think that story was great.
There were some bosses in Devil May Cry 1 especially that show their age, because obviously it's a PS1 game. Obviously it's gonna.
Yeah. I try.
Harvey likes the young, them young.
Yeah. And also in Xenoblade, it was just the characters. I like how they all just felt like just regular friends.
Yeah.
That's what I like in games when they do that. And they all kind of like, you know, I like how there was like 6 characters, so there was like just kind of like 3 pairs.
Yeah.
And weirdly enough, I thought Lance and Senna were like the 2 most likely to like.
Sleeping. Yeah, I'm listening.
I thought Lance and Senna were like.
Ow! I'm trying to get you up. Stop laying down.
You were tickling me.
I wasn't tickling you. Continue.
Like I thought Lance and Senna were like the 2 most like
Get on.
like kind of likely to be
Oh.
like really good friends, but it feels like they just kind of hate each other or just like didn't really like each other, and it felt like what's he called? Uni,
Leave it alone.
It's like
Leave it alone.
and it felt like Uni and Tyon. They were like it kind of felt like the classic like you tell somebody that like it's like if I don't know how to explain it. Basically, they didn't want to be together, but it kind of felt like Basically, it felt like throughout the entire game they just kind of put up with each other because everybody else like were friends. So they're just like, well, I mean, there's only him left, you know. But then at the end of the game, they felt like they were actually friends, and I was just like, where did that come from? But like, you know,
It's like when you're married and have to stay with each other
Yeah.
because you've got a kid.
like it felt like they were like, Harvey, it's a
Harvey.
podcast.
Harvey, we do
I
nothing
will
but
break your
talk.
fingers.
Don't break his fingers.
heavy
Look at
hands.
his hands. Look at his majestic soft.
I always get laughed
Can we
at.
talk about something which I can talk about as well?
Okay, what games have you been playing lately? F1. Okay, cool. Continue.
And Rocket League.
Okay, continue.
What are I even talking about? It kind of felt like Tyon and Uni were like.
Divorce.
It was like the classic like the 2 characters like 2 people like each other but they pretend they don't. They're like, why would I like Barry or
Tsundere.
something? Or like, and then
Tsundere.
Barry's like, oh, why would I also like, I don't know, Rosalina or something.
My-
But then they secretly like each other.
My favourite trope in all of fiction, tsunderes.
Yeah, probably. Is that what it's called?
It's what it's called.
It felt
in
like
anime.
that, but they didn't actually like each other. So it just kind of felt like they hated each other.
It's just like that. No, it's literally just hating each other.
But then at the end of the game, they liked each other.
It's
So
like-
you know.
It's called enemies to glovers. I mean, enemies to lovers.
Yeah.
I wasn't referencing it. I promise.
My profile picture on Discord is when Nora and Mio, They're both Offseers, which is like you play a flute, so they're like it like.
Sit down normally. I won't do anything. I
I'm
promise.
too sick of this.
Okay, yeah.
It
Continue.
like so like they play a flute and then it kind of like sends off dead people to like heaven.
It's just,
It's just like you die and then they're just like.
just playing Megalovania.
And then because Mio thought she was gonna because like Mio was like she only had like a couple more months to live or
Yeah.
something. So she no, she didn't actually die.
Why is that
boys,
funny?
sorry. Spoilers.
She like traded bodies with like somebody else that was basically just her, but from like another timeline or something. It's really hard to go
It's just
to
like
explain.
elbows while I'm stealing your
But
body.
my profile picture on Discord is like basically like she got her flute from her friend that also died, so she gave it to Noah because she was gonna die and she wanted that flute to live on.
I know.
So they traded flutes. Yeah, hi Noah. So they traded flutes, and that's my profile picture on
That
Discord.
sounds like a euphemism. Yeah, you want to come to my house to trade
Trade
flutes?
flutes. Dildos. Anyway,
So what have you been doing, Harvey?
not women.
have you been doing nothing?
Wait, since like from when?
I don't know, bro.
I-
Recently.
I don't really do anything.
Yeah.
Although I will be okay. Wait, I was about to dox myself in there, but then no way.
You're going to your college? Oh no, you're doing F1, right?
What?
Something about F1. You're going to go see something about F1, right?
Well, yeah, that's not until next month.
Yeah, you can say
Well,
it.
what were you going to talk about?
No, nothing.
How are you going to dox us? Were you going to mention college?
No, I was gonna. Never
So what have you been doing at college?
Nothing.
Oh, you're
Except
like,
for exams.
oh yeah. Let me join in on the conversation. Okay, go on for your other story whilst we're on the topic of college. Or
Oh, that's-
wait,
I
wait,
had to-
wait.
I had an exam every day this week, and it was not fun.
I bet it was bad. You know when I had an exam every day,
And I still have 2 more.
GCSEs,
Mm.
and I didn't fail them, so I don't have to redo them. So yeah.
Can you mention like something about college, man? Just because like we can't transition into a college story from a secondary college.
Oh, you know what? I don't know. Say something about college, Ali.
Like
Um,
Marcus, you're going to college.
Oh
right?
yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm going to college. Yeah.
Oh, and Josh, have we told Marcus about this? Oh, yeah, I think we have. But on Monday, are you gonna have chicken and chips at college?
I need to. I still haven't looked at
Because
the video.
because I literally got it. I remember.
So basically, me and Harvey did a Smash Bros quiz where if he got 6 out of 13 questions correct, I had to do a punishment that he chose. His punishment was that I have to get chicken and chips from college.
That sounds like a great.
That was a terrible punishment. He
It's
couldn't
not-
maybe do anything. But speaking about college, let's move on to my story. That was a great transition. That took ages to get to. I was scared that when Harvey said like, "Oh, we told Mark," then he was just going to talk about like golf or something. Like,
Oh yeah. Remember when we did golf?
no, shut up. So college, right? I've got a story. It's the classic Shakira story. So I won't mention her name, but it's Dylan's friend. We'll call it Dylan's friend. So Dylan's friend, we're friends with now, and I don't know why, but one time we were doing the Macarena, right? And then they did like the ending part wrong. Like, you know when you go like, "Hey, Macarena." Yeah, they did that part wrong. So I was just like,
Ow.
"No, that's not how you do it. This is how you do it." So I did that, right? And I don't know why, but they just found that the funniest thing ever. And then, so I didn't even get introduced really. So she had another friend that was like hanging out with us now. I don't know her name. I don't know anything about her.
Don't say that
I don't
online.
know.
Don't
Yeah,
fool
Harvey.
people you know in real life.
I don't know like anything about it. But then Dylan's friend was just like, Josh, do your hip movement thing again in front of this random person that I don't even know if she knows my name.
Oh, it was
And I
that
was
one. I
just
know
like-
who it was now.
Do I have to? And then I was basically just like being pulled up. So I was just like, ah.
Oh, being pulled.
And then and then she just called me Shakira. And then also my teacher saw from like far away.
It's like
So
Shakira.
Shakira.
It's probably from that TikTok trend that was going on when
Who's Shakira?
you know what? I want you to Google tonight.
Waka
Google.
waka.
No, I'll do it right now.
Samana,
Talk about something else whilst I.
So yeah, that was my Shakira story. Pretty epic story.
Pretty epic. You
hopefully-
you forced to twerk in front of a bunch of people.
So hopefully the next time I do it in front of somebody, I actually know their name. That would be pretty helpful. So Dylan's friend, if you're watching this, then you won't be watching this. never
Yeah,
mind.
she won't.
I'll send this clip to her. So maybe next time you make me do the Shakira thing where I do my hips like that. Like maybe make it so I know the person's name.
Did you see what I did? Oh, hear me out, okay?
No, you don't need to hear you out. Everyone agrees.
Everyone.
It's Shakira, man. But it's not Shakira. I'll kill you.
Although there was one lyric in a Shakira
I've
song
said
that I
that.
hate so much.
Why? I'm checking.
It was a lyric in Whenever, Wherever, or Wherever, Whenever.
Yeah.
Whenever, wherever.
Yeah, that's
we're
on
meant to
the-
be together.
No, it won't.
There was a lyric, and I'll say the lyric exact words. It was, "Luckily my breasts are small and humble, so you don't confuse them with mountains."
What?
What the balls is that line?
That's a great line.
That is a weird line.
No,
I didn't like
it
that.
is not a weird line.
They ran out of ideas.
Unless it doesn't fit in with the song. Like
I think it. I don't know if it does. What does it mean? Like, even if they weren't small and humble, they wouldn't be. They wouldn't look like mountains. Like, how pointy are they? You know.
Oh no, Chief.
Oh, I've seen some pointy ones.
No,
What?
you haven't.
What,
No,
like-
you haven't.
Yeah,
Have you been
He's
looking at
like
Minecraft
Google.
porn?
He's Googling. He's Googling. Oh my god.
What do these look like? What do these look like?
Naked girl.
Oh,
Not censored.
Naked men. I mean, girls.
But you still Google porn like a 12-year-old.
Like videos with women that have no clothes on.
Yeah.
and with a dude.
No woman, just two dudes.
No, he like just like exits.
Those
backspaces
videos I
up.
see on X videos, except two dudes.
Except original source.
So
what-
how's life been, mate?
else were there?
What's your plans for the future?
Oh wait, I just thought of what else I wanted to say.
The future is in what future? Like when?
What do you want to do
What
for a job?
I don't know. I don't want a job.
You're like, I want to be homeless.
I mean, let's just be professional podcasters. I'm sure everybody's watching up to this point. If you
Yeah.
are, then subscribe. And if you're not, then you won't see this, but still subscribe.
What do you want to
And
do
that's
when
it.
you're older?
This video is sponsored by.
By Harvey's mother, she
By the like button. Shut up.
by the like button, so click it to.
We are poor. We get an average of 2 likes per video.
No, I
Oh,
won't
that
mind.
equate to 2
Oh.
pence.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be uploading videos this summer, and
You said that last year.
I'm actually gonna upload this.
This summer. When does this summer end? What month?
When do
does
you
it
think?
start?
Well, now isn't it? It's June.
It might be now.
Well, yeah, it's June.
Yeah, it starts in June. When does it end?
Well, when do you think? September.
September 21st.
Oh, okay. I was gonna be like, what if he said that, but like in like what's the month before September? August.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
What
Do
if
you
he
not
said
know
that in
your
August?
month?
He was like,
Just
I'm
need
gonna
to know his month.
I'm gonna upload videos on like this summer, and he says that on like August 31st.
You've got like 20 days to upload. That being said, I've gone back to editing after sixth
Nice.
form ruined my life.
I told you college was better.
Shut up. It's like, you were wrong, Harvey. Your college is better.
And you need to come to the same.
We're not
place
going
at.
to your college. I've already been.
Can we stop talking about coming to our college before we dox ourselves?
I'm not
Well,
gonna
no,
mention.
why?
It's
We
gonna
won't.
be him because I'm being careful about it.
And I'm being careful as well this time.
I'm not going to your college
Why?
because I've already picked what I'm doing,
Oh, but this, you
and
can
also I
you
don't
can do
like
the
the
same
people
course
that are
in-
in your college in that course.
What?
The people doing computing in your college, I don't like them.
How do you know them?
How do you think I know them?
Oh, what, from the things I've said?
No.
Wait, what? I don't get it.
Good. No, whatever. Yeah.
So I mean, you asked me what I want to be, but I
Yeah.
honestly have no clue. So do you know what you want to be, or can I move on to my kind of segment? I suppose.
Go on to your
I want to be a
segment.
stripper.
I want to be a
so-
professional streamer person.
So talking about bad song lyrics, I remembered one that it just made me uncomfortable. It was from a Lizzo song. It was "Am I Ready?" The one that's like,
I need not
It was
to.
like-
You're listening to Lizzo. That's your problem.
no, this was on the card, so I couldn't skip it. Lizzo sucks. I hate Lizzo. She makes all these songs about her being hot, but she's
She's fat. I'm gonna say it. She is not a
yeah. Well done, well done. I feel like. Okay, that was gonna be a bit mean. I was gonna say like I feel like you're out of us three. You're probably the one that's most allowed to say it. I'm not calling you fat. I'm just saying you're fatter than us, which is pretty easy because we're like sticks, you know.
Well, I am overweight. I'm trying to work on that, but I think anyone can say it. It's fair. She's unhealthy. You should.
Yeah.
It's unattractive to be unhealthy.
But
Yeah.
but one of the lines was like, he squeezed my belly. I'm too embarrassed to say I like it, and I'm just like, please
Yeah.
never
no.
speak again.
How did he? It's like
Like, it's just like
which square mile did he squeeze?
I don't know because there's a lot. Like so do you have any like song lyrics you just hate?
No.
Or like you think are just bad?
I've got no song lyrics I think is bad because I don't
My
listen to
heart
bad songs. But my favorite one that comes to mind is like random song lyrics is in an MF Doom song. Like to rhyme, he had like this blank space.
Okay.
What are you doing?
I was going to show you something.
Oh, yeah,
Googling
just
that-
show him.
Googling that neck goal.
Show him. I'll
What
keep
the
on
neck
talking.
goal? Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
no, honest, not.
In an MF Doom song, he was missing a line, and he's really good at rhymes, right? He needed a line. He paused for like a quarter of a second, then said "nigger," then paused, and then continued. Continued.
I was like-
Editor Josh.
I was like half listening. Well, not like half. I was like 3/4 listening. Like I was pretty much listening. But then, like when you said that word, I was like fully listening. I was like,
It's just
what
like
did I miss?
it's just like blah blah blah,
Oh,
nigger, blah blah blah.
Josh just look at this.
She's 12.
No, she's not. I looked. I checked.
Oh, she's probably doing everyone on the football.
That
team.
is a
That was
small-
nothing
that's-
there.
There's nothing worth.
That was like a brick. That wall is more lumps than her.
Oh my god.
Oh, that wall is about to make me act
He's
up.
like saving them, and I'm like, bro, there's nothing there.
I had. Never mind. I'm not gonna say what I
Harvey,
was
you're
gonna
so white bread energy. I bet your type is blonde white girl with
say. No.
Oh yeah, we were gonna talk when
I
like
don't have very high standards at the moment, seeing as I can't really.
you can't pull, and
When-
also you can't afford to be single right now.
Literally.
when we did the podcast with where Harvey just told me about his day. I had a bunch of segments planned, but I just forgot about them because Harvey's story was like took up the whole podcast. Besides, like maybe
I
5
can't
minutes.
wait
at
to
the
watch this.
end.
You gonna say them now then?
And I was just like, I mean, it's not really like a segment, to be fair. It was just kind of like something I wanted to say. Like, I was gonna like ask him what his type was, but I don't think me and Harvey really have a type. I just want someone that's not, you know.
Yeah, continue.
That's not far.
Yes.
Like,
So,
yeah.
have you? Okay, I'm going to come back to this as a tangent, but have you seen those arguments? Girls are like, "Oh yeah, all I want is a guy to be like 6 foot and."
Dude, I was thinking that. I was
And
like,
then, and then and they argue against the guys who like, "Oh yeah, I don't want her. I want her this. And then there's guys going, "Yeah, all I want her is to not be fat." And
like,
the
and
girls
then
have all
girls are
these
just
standards.
like so specific. Like, I want a dude that's specifically called Jamal Bryson.
No,
or something.
what I'm saying is that there's both sides of this argument. They're both arguing, and I'm like, why can't you guys just understand? There are people like this. There are people not like this.
I have things that I like. I just don't have many things that I'm just like, oh, I like really like that, you know? Like, I think glasses are pretty cool. I don't care if you don't have glasses, because, you know,
fuck?
you can't... What?
Harvey, get some glasses, you lose.
Oh, would that actually look better, do you reckon?
I don't know.
It can't look... It would look like the nerd emoji.
Oh my god.
He's just like...
Let me.
He does! He does! Oh,
Maybe you need different types of glasses.
Actually, you haven't played F1.
Harvey's type goes to F1 races.
Oh yeah, the Smash stuff. Can I talk
Oh my
about
god.
that? Or do you wanna-
Wait.
I don't like how I said the Smash stuff and I was like, oh, that reminds me.
Like, wait, actually, no, you say yours first.
I was gonna say that I do have a type, but obviously, if I find someone I like, or Katie, or you know my
You say your
literal
exact type
girlfriend,
is the complete opposite of Katie.
it's like obviously, if something happens, which I hope it doesn't, break up with Katie, I'm not gonna go for my type. I'm gonna go for someone I like. It's like my
Yeah.
type is like my preference, but it's not the only thing I'm gonna go for.
Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, what are you doing?
I got.
Javi's crying. He's
No,
just
I'm
like,
not crying.
You were telling him about your girlfriend and Javi's just like,
No, I'm
it's fine, Javi. We've all been there. But anyway, Smash
Wait,
Up.
wait,
Oh yeah, Javi still has something to talk about.
Yeah.
Apparently. Javi, no pressure. You just told me my really epic story. Spend it.
So when I go to watch the F1 race this year at this
Careful.
location at this time,
You can probably say where it is.
actually yeah, I can.
Unless it's like,
It's
next
an
door.
F1 place.
Oh yeah.
It's probably in like Italy or something.
What?
Which Max is going to Italy.
Oh, anyway, so I have a riz plan. What if I'm sitting next to a female?
Yeah, you're not gonna get it.
Anyway, so smash accusation.
Let's no.
But
Harvey,
I'll be able to start a conversation about something we both enjoy.
Yeah, but then
Harvey,
she's just
what's
like,
the
I'm
chances
11.
you've got a girl in your age range
From the same place.
from the same
Oh, yeah,
place
it's a good point.
sitting next to you?
Well, I mean,
Let's say, let's take away the not in the same place. There is zero chance you're getting same age range. And
well, who cares about age, right?
a 5-year-old sits next to her.
Let's
starts
go!
rizzing her on.
Starts rubbing her hand, starts rubbing something else.
He's like, so, where you from? And
So
she
where
goes,
you from? Kindergarten.
she's like, I go to this lower school.
So where are you from? Goo goo gaga. I want my bottle.
Yeah, just a number, you know.
It's just a number. I don't even know what those are.
Number.
Well, speaking of pedophiles, great.
Let's say your story because I have another story.
So
You ruined his segue.
so Smash accusations right now. I told you one of them where basically another Smash player called Wadi, he was basically just talking to like, I think it was just one underwear. I'm pretty sure.
This is my phone, mate. Calm down. It was just a note. Get off. Me and Josh are talking.
I think it was just, it's really serious, and then it's just like,
Yeah, go on.
So he was talking to another like underage girl, I'm pretty sure, but you know. And then the main story that came out first was that he was basically just using his girlfriend for stuff.
Yeah.
You know, when she wasn't interested in that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Because I believe she was trans, I believe.
Oh shit.
Hey, calm down.
Which I'm not saying like, you know, is that, I'm just saying like, if that might be the reason she's not interested in that stuff.
Yeah.
But, you know, I don't really know. Why is Javi over there?
I kicked him off because he kept laughing.
Oh, yeah. And, you know, I just kind of wanted to, obviously, like, he did the worst thing possible. He, like...
Spoke to a 15-year-old.
but he reacted in the worst way possible. Instead of, like, making, like, you know, like, a statement on it, he just deleted his Twitter. Like, that's the worst thing you could do, because that basically says, like, I did the stuff. I'm never coming onto social media again. You know?
Quick tangent. You know when Dream got like thing?
Oh, yeah.
It was like 3 paragraphs. When Minecraft drama, it was like this
Did
whole
you-
book.
Did you see that he put the mask back on? He's just deleting every video that has his face in because you got bullied too hard. You made a video and I was like, that's
Wait,
edit.
Dream got bullied?
Yeah, because he's ugly.
He is ugly. Why were people saying, "Oh no, that's the most average man ever"? No, that man was not
Dude,
average.
at first I was like, he's not terrible, but after I've seen more and more angles, what the balls is that?
He did one good angle just to make sure. He was
Yeah.
Patch? No.
Honestly, I feel like a haircut, like it was just the hair. That's the thing that was like really bad. to
Was it
me.
even worse than mine?
Yes. No.
I mean, mine is not bad.
I mean, I feel like hair depends on the face, you know.
Harvey,
can't-
if you grew out your hair, maybe you'd have a good like.
I don't want to go down that route again.
Harvey, you said you needed a haircut, and your hair was was like something I'd say most people go to get the haircut.
Yeah. But yeah, back to the Smash stuff. And I feel like with like just like because Wiley is like he's like a famous one, like he's a famous professional player, but he's not like top 20 in the world. He's not like a really famous one. Like he's not like number 2 or number 1 in the world. He's just like he's like a professional player. He's like top 100 or something. But like he's not like that's why I think it's like kind of proves that he's also done it, you know? Because it's not like oh, I'm gonna go for this dude just for some clout. It's like I'm gonna like you know because he doesn't like you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's
It-
just kind of
I think
you know,
I think it genuinely was a oh yeah, I'm guilty.
yeah, like especially when he deleted his Twitter.
So-
Like, you know.
That's like a sign of oh yeah, no. But like when you don't delete it and you just disappear, it's like yeah, okay, maybe they're coming up with something, maybe they need time to get over it because it's stressful when that kind of stuff happens to you when you're
Yeah.
not like, you know, what happened with Quiet.
I don't know who Quiet is, but I'm just
Uh,
assuming he did the same like he said he needed some space.
It's like someone came up was like, oh yeah, all these allegations, loads, and it was like, and he just disappeared, and they took that time to say, oh yeah, he's deleting his stuff on Discord. He did not delete a single thing. Came back with like this 2-hour video disproving all of it,
Jesus Christ.
and it was like, then they got like dogpiled on,
Yeah.
but he was gone for like what a month to
Mm.
make that video, so I'm like. okay, taking time isn't a thing to get guilty, but deleting your Twitter.
And I'm just saying, the Smash community just keeps catching L's. Like, first of all, it was like the Steve drama, then it's Wiley, first it was like the team that Wiley was in, like, it, like, there was some drama, like, they cancelled a tournament just for, like, money or something. I don't really know the complete thing, but basically that team was, like, got in trouble, and then everybody, like, all the players left and stuff. And Wiley was a part of that. So first it was that, then it's Wiley. And you want to know I'm not going to say worst part, because it was quite funny. In, like, my Smash Ultimate Shared content video, which came out, like, 2 weeks ago, I believe, I was, like, because Smash Ultimate Shared content is really weird, and you can make, like, edited videos. One of them was just a video where it was a screenshot of Pokemon trainer's skirt, like, female Pokemon trainer, and I was just like, oh my god, I'm feeling like I'm waddy with this. Like, literally, like, this wasn't, like, a bit after the, accusation. This was, like, maybe a couple of weeks, and I'm already making jokes about it. So, yeah. Anyway, Harvey, I think you can come back now.
Yeah, you can
Stop
come back.
talking about serious stuff.
You can come back. He's like, no, I want to keep messaging these underage girls.
He's just like, oh, they talk about accusations. In the future, that'll be me they're talking about.
You know those things like, oh yeah, if you get famous, you gotta be careful about your old Twitter. Let's say I get famous. They look back on my old Twitter. I keep saying oven dodger and calling people the N-word. And I told you to kill yourself like multiple times.
Yeah.
I keep getting tweets disabled because I keep telling people to kill themselves. It's like I told Amber to kill themselves, and it was like Twitter was like, no,
They
get
don't
off your
say
phone.
no.
Oh, yeah.
He's like on F1.
I'm looking at unfriended girls. Whoa, that's weird. Anyway.
I need to go back to his shirt because they genuinely sold a shirt that's just ads.
No,
Is there something on that that's not an ad? Champion. That's it. That's it. That's the only thing on this shirt that isn't an ad. Tires, data. What? I'm touching you.
Yeah. 36 minutes, so
Oh
we
my
have like 10 minutes left.
So
wait.
I'm trying to think of a cool story, but I already told you the
What do-
Vaporeon thing, right?
I think
That was very funny, and I wish I kept that for the podcast, but I just couldn't hold it in for longer.
Wait, what story?
You don't get it. So yeah.
I was arguing with a friend, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely no
No
segue,
transition.
no segue at all. And we were talking about bands. They made a band, right? And I told them their band isn't real. Their band hasn't performed to thousands of people. The band I was in did, right? And I was keeping stuff hidden because I was like, they're not gonna know that I wasn't part of the band already.
Didn't you do it in front of like elementary school kids? Not elementary school.
No,
kids,
that was
Maybe I
different
was
thing.
gonna say, didn't you do it in front of 2-year-olds? No, that's not.
That's a different thing. That's a
That's a different thing. I didn't do the band in front of the 2-year-olds.
No, I soundtracked the Lion King play for my middle school. I was part of the band. For that.
Have you
Sit
always
up.
quoted that? I should tell that story.
Wait, what?
When you said like a meme that actually made sense.
Yeah, go ahead.
Wait, what was that
No,
again?
we should do that to end the.
Oh.
It was with Dylan's friend, but we
Yeah.
won't
Sit
spoil
up
that.
properly,
We won't
man.
spoil that. Stay to the end of the podcast to hear my epic story about how I got rizzed and then it didn't make much sense and then Harvey was funny.
I can't actually remember what it was, so I'm looking forward to this.
So I think their problem was that they don't know what a performing band is. You know, a band that just plays for competitions. It was basically a marching band without the marching.
So not marching
Oh yeah,
band.
for the end of the podcast, can we sing Happy Birthday to me? Because it's my birthday.
Oh yeah, we kind of did do that.
I said, "Oh yeah, happy birthday, Josh," and then said nothing all day.
Yeah.
I was on call with Katie. Sorry.
What, on Thursday?
No.
You're a loser.
I think the first person, first friend, because obviously the first person was like, I don't know, like my mum or my sister that may wish me happy birthday. Shut up. I think it was like Harvey, and then weirdly enough, it was Dylan's friend, and then Dylan. I don't know why she said it before Dylan, but you know. And I swear Dylan was more excited about my birthday than me. He like came in and he like shook me saying like happy birthday, and I was just like, yeah, it's my birthday.
It's his birthday. Say happy birthday.
So we're gonna sing happy birthday to me at the end of the podcast, but
No,
after I tell my story.
So yeah, I was in a band. I know you guys already know that.
Yeah, but just to any like new.
New viewers. By that I mean hi Oliver.
Yeah.
Hi Daniel.
Yeah.
I know you watched these
Hi,
because
hi,
we were
Dylan.
watching it together.
Hi Dylan. Hi Dylan's friend. You won't be watching this.
The only reason I watch this is when they're watching it. So Harvey, you got anything to say? A story before we go to the final
I
story?
tell my
It's not
epic
really a story, but like
Yeah.
I've been,
Oh god, he's gonna tell us about his day again.
Yes, let's go.
Another day story. We don't have enough storage. Well,
I know, it's about my exams which I've been having.
Yeah. Are they hard?
I am.
Go hard.
No,
Especially when I see children.
Yeah.
Only one of the exams has been hard.
And which one's that?
Like one of my course ones, which was like,
And the other's huge.
I can't
which
joke
one-
at you for that because you.
which was like 4 hours long. I'm not even joking, and I still didn't finish. and then my maths resits have been on
Imagine.
have been
Imagine.
on
I would just not
AQA
fail.
instead of Edexcel.
You should have just been better.
Do we have to cut out the exam thing there, or is that
No,
just like? Okay.
That's a.
Is that just a
countrywide.
British thing?
That's yeah.
Yes, Josh.
Bo-
Have you
bo-
not
No,
known
it's
that?
not even just countrywide. It's actually
Bo-
worldwide. I think.
Bottled water.
But
Tuesday, innit? How do Americans say Tuesday? Is it Tuesday?
Tuesday.
Oh.
Not Tuesday, like the proper way of saying.
Anyway, can I carry on?
No. How
Oh,
you
my-
failed math?
Well, no, but I actually, ow.
If you needed my help, I was right there to not help you.
He told me to come in for moral support. Come in. It's like what I do to
Ow.
minors.
Just hit him on the head. That's basically a high five.
It's like what I do to minors, am I right? Like Minecraft.
Continue your story.
What the fuck, Josh?
I was taking his pants off. Not in like a weird way.
No. Oh god. Okay, tell your story over there then, I guess.
And then come back for my story.
Hurry up. We got. You know what? Just continue your story. It doesn't matter.
Is this story really good, or can we share it? Or can we save it for a showerless episode where we play a game and you can tell the story?
No,
There's so many ads.
Shut up, let him tell his story.
He isn't saying, so I filled the
Okay,
spaces.
okay, so the GCSE maths exams I've had have been so easy because they're on AQA, which is actually a good exam board, you know?
Oh well,
And-
just because you failed doesn't mean it was a bad example.
Well,
We were taught specifically for that example. You know that, right?
well yeah, but
In
it was-
GCSE,
Well, yeah, but
our
it was-
teacher taught us specifically for the exam board.
I didn't get taught anything in Mr. Heaton's lessons.
well-
Well, that's his entire. It doesn't matter.
It
It's just
literally
a last
everyone-
name.
Oh yeah.
Everyone in that class failed.
Yeah.
I mean, it was expected, to be honest. Wasn't it?
There were. I still can't believe there are many people in our year that failed all those.
Harvey, please say that wasn't
And then-
your story. Okay,
No,
thank
no, no,
God.
no. Wait.
I was gonna say if his whole story was just like I failed maths, but we're on a good exam board this time. Well,
No, and the two exams I've had so far have been really good. And then if my third paper is really good, then I might get grade 4.
2 plus 4 times 4.
Seven.
Second.
Wait, hold on, I can't think. Wait,
2 plus 2 times 4.
wait, so big maths I need to do here.
Big Mac.
No.
I was gonna tell
Wait,
my
what's Big
story
Mac's
about
again?
KFC.
Oh,
but-
It's 10. The answer's 10.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna. Okay, right. Anyway, so,
Hurry up.
And I'm researching English as well, and I actually know what to do this time. Now.
Okay.
So I'll get.
I didn't try on my English, and I still got like 5s.
And then, so I'm basically guaranteed to get grade 4 in English at least.
How did you feel after the first GCSE exam? It's quick.
I forgot everything I learned about biology, but then I was like, oh wait, there's another biology exam. Because we had 2.
No, afterwards. How did you feel about it?
Oh, after? Well, like after just like all the exams.
No, the first one. First exam.
I don't know. I was
Is
just
your
like, okay,
course
cool.
difficult, Josh?
I remember I got out of that exam and went, this is going to be easy.
Yeah.
I was, yeah, okay, I'm not revising for anything.
Okay, so can I move to my story?
Yeah, Harvey, sit down.
Come sit down.
Alright.
Come join
What
us.
the fuck?
Come join us for another epic episode of an Extra Pixel podcast.
Hurry up, we've got like...
Oh, send that to Josh. Harvey, you're gonna hit the tripod, you stupid.
Wait, what did I do?
You stupid...
Okay, so, epic story time. I've told a lot of stories relating to Dylan's friend, so shout out to Dylan's friend. Really the maker of epic stories for the podcast. That's a nickname. The maker for epic stories on the podcast. Really long nickname. We just have the abbreviation.
I'm thirsty.
That's me, your first time, Josh.
Oh, your hands are sticky, what the fuck?
Oh, they're just sweaty.
Yeah, continue.
Are you
Okay.
doing maths? The math ain't math.
Oh, wait, hold on, wait, what was the story? Okay, So me and Harvey were talking about how he failed all of his exams.
Oh,
right?
this one. Yeah.
And
Wait.
you know, so we were just talking about failing, and then she turns to me and says, "I fell for you." Right. So first of all, I'm just like, okay, well, how do I react to getting rizzed up? But then I'm like, okay, wait, hold on. We're talking about failing. She said fell, so I'm just like, we're talking about failing, not falling. But and Harvey finally says a funny meme reference. Well, funny. He makes a meme reference that makes sense in the context. He says, "You were a little confused, but you had the spirit," which made sense in the context. The first time Harvey's ever said that, and that was the story.
Harvey finally figuring out how to speak to people after COVID.
See, I got rizzed up, and my first reaction was, actually. So yeah, let's sing.
That's going to feel very bad when in like 2 weeks you're gonna get a message.
Why?
Oh no, continue. Let's sing Happy Birthday.
Yeah, let's sing Happy Birthday for me.
As
Sing along.
I normally sing Happy Birthday.
Sing along.
Oh, that's literally what I do all the time.
Alright, sing along at home, ladies and gentlemen.
No,
3, 2,
Come on.
1.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday
to
me.
Happy birthday, Joshua. Happy birthday to you. Oh, it's still on.